So continuing with the IoT smart connected buildings, right? So nowadays buildings have become increasingly complex intersections of structural, mechanical, electrical and IT components. The function of a building is to provide a work environment that keeps the workers comfortable, efficient. So, become increasingly complex intersections of structural, mechanical, electrical, and IT components. The function of a building is to provide a work environment that keeps the workers comfortable and efficient and more safe, because so many people are working under the construction field. When they're going to have some problem, right? All the people who are working under the building must be under safe, and the people who are living in the building also must be safe. So work areas need to be well lit and kept at a comfortable temperature, because home energy automation system, depending upon the environment, they can even see the environment, whether the weather is cloudy, rainy or sunny, right? Depending upon that, the temperature of that room temperature is going to be decreased or increased. Okay. So to keep workers safe, the fire alarm and suppression system needs to be carefully managed, because there will be alert system if any corner of the building it gets fired, right? It should alert the people of that building to state that there is a fire in some corner of the building. So do the door and physical security alarm system. So there are many buildings are beginning to deploy sensor throughout the building to detect occupancy. These tend to be motion sensors or sensors tied to video cameras. Motion detection occupancy sensors work great if everyone is moving around in a crowded room and can automatically shut the lights off when everyone has left. But what if person in the room is out of sight of the sensor? When a smart building sensors and occupancy detections are combined with the power of data analytics is nothing but the data which is produced by the sensor it has been received. It becomes easy to demonstrate. It becomes easy to demonstrate the floor plan usage and prove your case. And it becomes very easy to demonstrate the floor plan usage and prove your case. Okay, and heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, we call HVAC system. Temperature sensors are spread throughout the building and are used to influence the building management systems. Control of airflow into a room. The smart building is that it makes them easier and cheaper to manage. The building automation system has been developed to provide a single management system for. So that is about the heating temperature sensors spread throughout the building and are used to influence the building management systems. Control of airflow into a room. The smart building is that it makes them easier and cheaper to manage. The building automation system has been developed to provide a single management system for the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system, um, lighting, alarm detection system, and access control. This building automation system has been developed to provide a single management system for this HVAC, lighting, fire alarm, the detection system, and access control. Heterogeneity of IoT systems. Heterogeneous system, they need to converge at the network layer and support a common services layer that allows the application integration. So the smart continue with the smart connected buildings. So building automation and control network protocol defines a set of services that allow Ethernet-based communication between the building devices like heating, ventilation, air conditioning, lighting, access control, fire detection systems, and IoT. So this building automation control system net has a, or IP has been defined to allow the things in the building network to communicate with the particular IP. You can see the conversion of building protocols to IP over. Say they're sensing, right, about the ventilation, lighting, okay, and building automation control net and coax and PBX. You can see telepathy, IP cameras are there, building management system using the low voltage, okay. And in 2015, you can see IP building system on a low voltage and experiences. Okay, we are using the cloud management and analytics to store the particular data, to maintain the database. We are using we are going to use the the cloud management, where the data will be secured in the cloud. So anytime, at any place, anywhere, you can access that data. Okay. So now the smart connected build is, it is just a lighting control system. This technology encompasses several of the buildings, different networks, including lighting, okay, HVAC, blinds, CCTV, closed circuit television, and security systems, which combines them into a single IP network. And these smart connected buildings, so you will have the smart connected buildings. They are connected to the digital ceiling. Okay, you can see there are some applications, control systems, network infrastructure. Okay, then sensors, intelligent drivers. We have all these LED fixtures and components. Like this, we have all the intelligent drivers. We have sensors. We have, right? And we have the framework for the digital ceiling, that is the in the connected building. We have the applications, and the applications level, we have the lighting control, energy management, building management, and smart spaces are there. Okay, you can see LED fixture components in the base of the Cisco. This is a data which is taken from the Cisco, right? We have the lighting, sensor, light motion, carbon dioxide, building automation, HVAC, IP video surveillance camera, Wi-Fi access point at the this, and you with the use of the intelligent drivers for the different aspects, right? So these all the sensors which are produces the information will be sent to the Ethernet. Okay, we where the transportation takes place. That is, we call it as a network infrastructure. And Cisco switches, we have the security with ISC, convergent disparate network. Okay, and control systems, building management, energy management, lighting control, and we have the applications on that level. Okay, then see, digital ceiling is a central to digital ceiling technology is the lighting system, where we are going to use a LED. The lowest power consumption is the LED. We are using that LED fixture for all the components, right? And the lower power requirements of LED fixtures allow them to run on power over Ethernet permitting them to be connected to the standard network switches. See here, network infrastructure, you can see the standard network structures, right? Where all the sensor data are being transferred through the intelligent drivers to that Ethernet port. Okay. Then in digital ceiling environment, every luminaire or lighting fixture is directly network attached, providing control and power over the same infrastructure. The quantity of lights easily outnumbers our number of physical wide spots by FT margin, supporting the larger number of Ethernet ports and density of IP address. They require some redesign of the network. But an IP enabled sensor device in the ceiling at every point people may be present opens up an entirely new set of possibilities. Most modern LED ceiling fixtures support occupancy sensors or the motion sensors. See here, you can see that an LED digital ceiling light with the occupancy sensor has been embedded in the light. Okay, so that is a so it has been that information has been sent to the see here that these sensors through their intelligent drivers, they send the information to the network infrastructure, that is the Ethernet. Okay, that we call it as a transportation, data transportation. So the Ethernet is going to work as a Ethernet is going to work as a network infrastructure, right? And that is going to transfer the information to all the different blocks of the components, that is a building management, energy management, lighting control, everything. And in turn, that is going to be applied to the destinations or that some of the devices which are connected to the internet maybe, or the end users may be that information has been sent to the destination. So another part of the use cases related to IoT is smart creatures. When you think about the Internet of Things, you probably picture only inanimate objects and machines being connected. IoT even also provides the ability to connect even the living things on the internet, right? Living things means some creatures, okay? That is maybe the nature creatures, as small animals, okay, small insects maybe, right? It also provides the ability to connect even on the living things, right? Sensors when can be placed on animals and even the insects just as easily as on the machines. Okay, now electronic backpack attaches to the roach. See here, so this is a roach and simple electronic embedded device has been kept on the roach, right? IoT enabled roach can assist in finding the survivors after the disaster. Okay, see, small circuit has been backpack attaches to the roach, right? So until recently information technology, see now, so whatever the information it is going to, the sensors are going to, whether it is sleeping or it is in the motion or it is trying to fly, all the information will be sent through the sensor. Okay. So that information going to be gathered and we can know what that insect is supposed to do the work after the receiving the information from the sensor. Until recently, information technology and operation technology have for most part lived in a separate world. as we already know that. So information technology supports connections to the internet along with the related data, and technology systems and focused on the secure flow of data across an organization. OT monitors and controls devices and process on physical operational systems. These systems include assembly lines, utility distribution network, production facilities, and the roadway systems, and many more things. Right? So, information technology, as we already know that we are going to work on the computers and the machines, okay, laptops. Hmm? And it is going to focus on the secure, that is when the data is flowing in the network, it has to give more importance for the security and safety of the data which is moving in the internet, okay, which is distributed in the internet across an organization, because anybody can steal the information. If any hacker is going to hack that data, then it is lot of problems are going to be faced. Okay, there is a loss of data, then hacker is may edit and may change the database, right? Lot of issues and lot of problems are going to exist when if you don't provide the security in the IT, information technology part. Then come to the operational technology. What it does is it monitors and controls devices and process on physical operational systems. These systems include assembly lines, utility distribution networks, production facilities, roadway systems, and many more. Convergence of IT and OT. The IT organization is responsible for the information systems of a business such as email, file print. For the information system of a business such as email, file and print services, databases and so on. So OT is responsible process and these systems which are going to include the assembly lines, utility distribution network, production facilities, roadway systems and many more. The IT organization is responsible for the information system of a business such as email, file and print services, databases and so on. So OT is responsible for the devices and process acting on industrial equipment such as factory machines, meters, actuators, electrical distribution automation devices, that is supervisory control and data acquisition SCADA systems. Traditionally, your operational technology has used dedicated networks with specialized communication protocols connect these devices, and these networks have run completely separately from the IT networks because their functionality is totally different from the operational technology. As you are going to study the information technology and operational technology functionalities, they're totally different. So how we are going to maintain of the operational technology is tied to the life blood of a company. Network connecting the machines in a factory fails, the machine cannot function and the production may come to standstill, negatively impacting the business on the older order of millions of dollars. If the email server, which is going to run by the IT department, fails for a few hours, it may irritate the people, but it is unlikely to impact a business at anywhere near the same level. Okay, so that is a so where the network connecting the machines in a factory fails, what happens? The people who are doing the cannot function and production may come to standstill negatively. So it is going to affect on our business, because when you are going to stop the working of the business, right? So you are going to find lot of issues with that. Okay. Then when you are going to comparing the operational technology and the information technology, see, there are so many factors which are going to convergence of the information technology and the operational technology. Just we'll take one. The first criteria is, if you're going to focus on operations, the industrial network is going to keep business operating 24/7, as it doesn't dependent on the internet. Okay. So whereas enterprises IT network, it manages the computers, data and employee communication system in a secure way. Okay. So when your priorities will be given in the operational technologies, availability of the equipments, integrity, and lastly we are going to give the providing the security, because no information is flowing, right? That's why security is provided at the end. Last priority will be the security. When you come to the enterprises information technology network, you can see here first preference will be given to the security, because the very whatever the information we are doing, whatever the work we are going to carry it out, we have to give first importance for the security of the data, right? So because anyone can change the database, anyone can manipulate the data, or they can hack, they can steal the data, they can delete the data. That is the reason why we are going to provide the security for the data first. Second is we are going to give the integrity. Third is about the availability of the things and what kind of data they are look after. Operational technology and the information technology, right? So operational, when you take a types of data which is going to be taken place in the operational network, is operational technology network is, it monitors, it controls the and supervising of the data will be done by operational technology. Whereas this information technology, it is going to keep track of voice, video, transactional and bulk data. So it is going to keep track of all these data, voice, video, transaction and the lot of information which is produced by the sensor devices. Okay. When you come to the security criterion, control physical access is given to the devices in operational technology network. Whereas in information technology network, it can be business impacting depending on the industry, but workaround may be possible. It can be a business impacting, or it depends upon the what kind of industry they are running, but workarounds may be possible in the information technology. When come to the network upgrades, that is a upgradation of the software, maybe hardware, maybe only during operational maintenance of the Windows. Only that time they are going to make the upgradation of the any, either it is a software or it is a hardware. When you come to the information technology, every often requires an outage window when workers are not in on site. Impact can be mitigated. Okay, oftenly the it is going to be monitored and upgraded all the latest softwares and the hardwares in information technology, because as the technology is growing advances, right? So there are more and more problems will be arised, and we can simplify with the latest technologies of this. And security and vulnerability is very low in case of the operational technology, and in case of information technology it is very high, because of the reason that networks are isolated and often use proprietary protocols in case of operational technology. In case of information technology, continual patching of host is required and the network is connected to internet and requires vigilant protection. Okay, then come to the convergence of IT and OT networks. The IT and OT world were converging, or more accurately, OT is beginning to adopt the network protocols technology, transport methods of IT organization. The IT organization is beginning to support the operational requirements used by OT. When IT and OT begin using the same network protocols and process, there are clear economies of scale. With the merging of OT and IT, improvements are being made to both the systems, where operational technology is making more toward IT technologies with open standards like Ethernet and the Internet Protocol. IT is becoming more of business partner with the operational technology by better understanding the business outcomes and operational requirements. Okay, then come to the IoT challenges, right? Many parts of IoT have become reality, but certain obstacles need to be overcome for IoT to become ubiquitous throughout the industry and our everyday life. See now, the this information technology and the operational technology is about the network connecting the machines in the factory. When there fails, machine cannot function and production may come to a standstill, negatively impacting the business on the order of millions of dollars. If the email server run by the IT department fails for a few hours, it may irritate the people, but it is unlikely to impact business at anywhere near the same level. That is because you see, nowadays, in the olden days, the people used to live with a candle, okay, or the lamp, okay, oil lamp, right? Nowadays, without electricity, we are not able to live only. So that much we are addicted to that electricity, right? Again, uh, still, when you come to the advanced technology, nowadays the generation is not able to sit without mobile phone and the internet. It is a compulsory. Okay, see, like whenever the technology advances like this, the people very much addicted to the technology, right? and and they used to it. So that is the reason they are not able to leave that particular product or the device. Similarly, in the information technology industry, the people who are working in the IT departments, right? They are very much addicted to the computer and the network, internet facility, right? When the internet facility is not there, network is not there, then computer is not there, and when it is not functioning properly, then they can't even sit even a fraction of seconds also without these things. Okay, that is the reason why the if the email server, for example, I want to check my email, right? I did not able to find a server, email server is down. So what happens, I may get irritated, right? But unlikely to impact a business on anywhere near the same level. So that is about the convergence of IT and OT technologies. And information technology and operation technology have for the most part lived in separate world, because its functioning of OT is totally different from the IT. In what ways I can say is, IT supports the connections to the internet along with the related data and technology systems, and it is focused on the secure flow of data across an organization, whereas OT monitors and controls the services and process on the physical operational systems. Physical operational systems. See the word physical operational systems. That is on the internet, okay, which we cannot see whether internet is working or not. Only when we are going to perform it, we can understand that network is working or not, internet facility is there or not, right? So these physical operational systems, which are going to include the assembly lines, utility distribution networks, production facilities, and roadway systems, and the many more things also. So IT here, this is responsible for a business such as the email file and print services, databases, and so on. So, and OT is responsible for the devices and process acting on industrial equipment such as Factory machines, meters, actuators, electrical distribution automation devices, supervisory control and data acquisition systems. Traditionally, operation technology has used dedicated networks with a specialized communications protocols to connect these devices, and these networks are run completely separately from the IT network. Okay. Management of operational technology is tied to the lifeblood of the company, right? So network connecting to the machine in a factory fails, the machine cannot function and production may come to the standstill. And if the email server run by the IT department fails for a few hours, it may irritate the people, but it is unlikely to impact business at anywhere near the same level. Okay, that is the IT and OT convergence are more accurately beginning to adopt the network protocols, technology, transport methods of IT organization, and is beginning to support the operational requirement used by OT. When IT and OT begin using the same network protocols and process, there are clear economies of the scale. With merging of OT and IT, improvements are being made to both the systems. Okay.